Hi guys. Um so I just finished seeing The Legend of Korra episode 4 for the second time. I think no, the third time. I saw it twice because I had to process everything. I saw it a third time because I just loved the episode. So let's start with the review. So this episode basically revolves around feelings, romantically and fearfully, due to Korra being afraid of Amon and letting down all the citizens of Republic City and all that crap, and getting her beat up and getting her bending taken away. So it starts off, she has like a nightmare where a bunch of chi blockers crash through her window and take away her chi, and Amon's about to take away her bending. She wakes up screaming, and I realized something. She is wearing all of her clothes, as in she is wearing her fur pelt and her boots and everything. And then she's like petting Naga, and it's like, oh, I just had a bad dream. And then it shows the city hall, and then they're having a council meeting, and you get to see all the council members, and we're introduced to a guy named Tarlock, who is the councilman for. He's the representative of. I'm not sure if it's the Southern or Northern Water Tribe, but he's of the Water Tribe, and he has three ponytails, which I think is really funny, and he wants to put together a task force to rebel against Amon or something, right? And he suggests this idea, and Tenzin's just like, I'm not buying it. I don't want you to like put all these people in danger. These innocent people who just want to join the task force, make Republic City a better place. Who they might get their bending taken away or something. And the rest of the council members, they agree with it, and Tenzin's left, with no choice but to, whatever. And then the next scene is Korra. She's practicing airbending, like trying to get her movements right, and she's listening to like this 1920s type music, and she is listening to the radio, and Amon comes on, and he is like, hello, my fellow equalists, it's Amon speaking, and crap like that. And it was so boring that I don't know, I didn't really pay attention to what he was saying. I'm sorry, I'm kind of sick. My nose is kind of stuffy, so anyways. Then this next scene kind of got me aggravated. I don't even know why, but you figure it out. So Mako, he's trying to catch this train, and he gets hit by a moped as he's leaving work. The driver of that moped is Asami Sato. He falls for her instantly. Now, what do you think us Makorians think of that? Well, we think it's a big fat fluke. I don't know, just to get her upset or something. And she is the daughter of Hiroshi Sato, who is the creator of the Sato Mobile, which is like those 1920 cars that they have there in Republic City. And she offers him dinner. He, of course, says yes in an instant. And so then it shows Tenzin and his family. They're at dinner, and they're like saying a prayer, thanking God for like the food and stuff. And Tarlock very rudely interrupts and just sits down like, whatever, right? The airbenders, you can't turn down a hungry guest. I'm like, what a jerk. I mean, this Tarlock guy, he's really getting on my nerves, and he's just bothering me. So then it shows he asks Korra to join the task force, and she says no. And everybody's surprised, like, ooh, the Avatar just said no to a task force that'll help us all. But yeah, and then she I I don't know. She just says no apparently because everybody knows we all know that she's afraid of Amon. And yeah, and then the next scene is where Mako, he's going to dinner, and he is greeted by this guy who works there, and he changes his clothes to make him look more nice. He tries to take the scarf off and exchange it for something, and he says the scarf stays. So then he sits down and this is where he learns that Asami is a really big fan. She's caught all of his matches in pro bending, and then he finds out that she is the daughter of Hiroshi Sato, which I said was the inventor of the Satomobile. And then Korra, she's sitting in front of some building and receives a present from Bolin, and he's like, well, you saved me from Amon, I guess I should get you a present. He makes it way too obvious that he has a crush on her, but whatever. And then she receives like this huge gift basket from Tarlok saying, look, I want you to join the task force, blah blah blah. And then she says no to the messenger guy who brought her the gift basket. And then she gets invited to a party, a big party that is being thrown for her by Tarlok. And this is where she meets Asami, and all hell breaks loose, and she is super, super jealous. You could totally tell that she's really jealous of this really pretty girl who is like hugging Mako's arm, and she totally can tell that, they're together. And then she has like this mini press conference with these people who I guess work for newspapers or something. And they're asking her a bunch of questions. She's like, "Look, okay, I'll join the task force. Okay, just stop annoying me." That's basically what she said. And the next scene is she is in the back of this truck, and they're going to infiltrate a little base where they teach chi blocking, right? And my nose is so bothering me. And then they infiltrate, they freeze a couple of heads, and Tarlok's like, well, we make a good team. I don't even know what they were trying to do, but they, I guess, trying to invade and show them on, look, this is what we'll do to you and crap. So, yeah, and then the next scene is like a real press conference where she's standing at a podium and look, Amon, I challenge you to a duel. No equalists, no chi blockers, nobody else to help either of us, just us two. And she goes, oh, if you're man enough to do it, so let's do it on Aang Memorial Island at 12 o'clock midnight, because I'm feeling bad. Let's make it at midnight. She goes alone, and Tarlok's like, to Tenzin, look, I have like these bunch of planes just waiting to swoop down if something happens. And then she's sitting there on Aang Memorial Island. She's like, and the clock strikes midnight. She's like, well, it looks like he's not showing up. So she begins to leave, and she's pulled into the shadows. And she is like, she's got the chi blocked out of her. And then it shows Amon coming out of the shadows like a boss, like, look. He puts her hand to he puts his hand to her face and like, look, I'm not going to take away your bending. Like, whoa, that was like a big shocker. I'm not going to take away your bending, not yet, he says. He's like, this duel is premature. I want you to, I don't know, I don't even know what he meant by that. I guess he's like, look, I want you to learn more, I guess, so we could fight. Like, I don't know. But he didn't take away her bending, he just knocked her out, right? And then this part kind of confused me, because she saw Sokka, she saw Toph and Aang, and I understood her seeing Aang, because, she is a past reincarnation of Aang, but I don't understand why she saw Toph and Sokka. My only guess is that she was seeing her past through Aang's eyes, since, again, she is a reincarnation. But if you have another idea, yeah, just go ahead, feel free. And there's this other scene where Mako and Asami are strolling through the park, but this is before this scene. They're strolling through the park in a little Satomobile, I guess, And then she's like, why didn't you take the scarf I bought you? I'm like, because he hates you. No, but he doesn't like you. I bet you a lot of people were like, because his heart belongs to Korra. I'm like, just continue. So, anyways, he says, of course, in the last episode we learned that the two are orphans. Is his Bolin and Mako's parents were mugged and killed by a firebender, and then he's like, well, his scarf is the last thing he has of his father, so he says it keeps him safe. And I'm like, well, he gave his scarf to Korra, wink, hint, hint. But yeah. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 5, I give it a 4.9 because it was very good. I loved this episode. You know what? Let's just give it a 5. I give it a 5 out of 5 because the music was good. The plot line was very it was very unexpected. Like every turn was like very unexpected. Like you weren't expecting any of this, but in a good way. So yeah, comment, thumbs up, and subscribe for more Legend of Korra reviews.